Why a holiday in Malta made me cut my business by 50%. 21 years ago, I became self-employed. I walked away from a very lucrative hotel career, travelling, working and living all over the world, but working ridiculous hours, exhausted all the time, and not often seeing my home in London. So, on a sunny Friday afternoon in August, I handed my notice in, not just to my immediate boss, but the VP at the time of ICH. He assumed I'd been headhunted, immediately terminated my role, advised me I had got 6 months garden leave, basically paid for half a year. You can't work for any other hotel. But luckily, that was not going to be my new role. So I walked out the office with a box of personal items, sat in Costa Coffee and wondered, had I made the right decision? I can tell you it was absolutely the right thing to do. 21 years ago, I started on one website, and at the peak, bizarrely, that was not that long ago, I was running over 21 sites and apps, single-handed, just me. You don't realise how quick the hamster wheel you are on gains momentum. And you suddenly find your business is running you, and you are not running your business. I was on every single social media site, creating, posting content, live streams and maintaining membership every single day. My day was run by blocks of time, from getting up to falling in bed in the early hours. Here's a few bizarre things I used to do. Go food shopping at early hours in the morning because it's the only time I had, to a 24-hour store. I was cleaning before the sun was up so I'd get ahead with the day. I'd have 2 phones with 2 battery packs so I would never be uncontactable, and I never had a holiday without working. But one thing in February of this year changed it all, and let me tell you what that was. One afternoon, I realised I'd got nothing in for dinner. I was so busy with timings, live streams to do, customs, content, I didn't even have time to go 3 minutes to a local Tesco Extra. I hadn't got time to get dressed, to go out, to go and shop, to come back, to get changed, to be in time for everything I'd got lined up to do that afternoon. So here's what I did. I ordered food online through Tesco, and it's called Whoosh. It's called Whoosh for a reason. You place an order, it was under 30 minutes, they would deliver the items to my door. And that's how I made my dinner that evening. A few weeks later, I arrived in Malta for a beautiful week's holiday. I arrived late on a Friday, but by Monday morning, I was forced to stay in bed with the most horrendous cough and cold. I lay there coughing and sneezing for the rest of the day. But that gave me time to think. I realised I was burnt out. I realised I couldn't carry on with what I was doing. And then I had a sudden little laugh to myself, which made me start coughing, and thought about the Tesco Whoosh order, and decided there and then I was going to change everything. I knew deleting the first one would be the hardest, but after that, it was pretty plain sailing. I am now left with only 4 social media sites and 3 of my adult sites. We can all be a jack of all trades, but a master of none. So the time I've now created will be putting some of that time to concentrating on the sites that I've chosen to keep. Now, what will be the proof of the pudding is, in a few months' time, I should see more productivity on the sites I've kept, more profit on the sites I've kept, and found some time for me to do things that I'd like to do. For all self-employed and entrepreneurs out there, let me tell you, it's took me 21 years to learn this. Don't let it take you that amount of time. Make some decisions today, be ruthless and stick with it, because I believe working smarter and not harder is the way to go. Thanks for listening. I'll see you soon. Bye for now.